what's poetry? It's the expression of our feelings, playing with language. And of course, your point, Charlie, playing with language, it's much easier if it's your mother tongue. So I certainly take your point about that. And you did play with language. The themes that came across, this is another note, you're young and idealistic, and love featured very much. Some bit basic, and then the love came across as the main theme. And then I was thinking, now what are we going to get other things? And we got nature with Kapewa, with the pangolin poem, which I loved. We had friendship, my dear friend. We had identity. And I was waiting for socio-economic, political themes to come, and they came in more towards the end. Yeah. So that was really interesting, because if you look at Namibian literature since independence, there's the whole freedom and euphoria idea, and the struggle and the suffering, and then there's independence and happiness, and it's going to be wonderful, and a golden age, and then the rock sets in, there's disillusionment, there's conflict, there's violence, and then you brought in the economic, the disillusionment, and these other themes. But I saw love as the dominant theme tonight. Now, your presentations, it was so interesting. I've been a judge for the Theatre Awards, in fact, which Mola himself won, both as a director and as an actor. And he brings in humour, and humour tonight's been very important. But confidence, practice, reworking, and sharing with like-minded people. So tonight was an opportunity for you to share with like-minded souls, which you're doing. And you did it with humour. But to rework your poems as well. So it's not going to be the first draft that you're going to share with the group. You're going to be reworking it, and I'm sure many of you did. I also think practice, they say practice makes perfect. It'll give you more confidence. And confidence, some of you have it, and you have it, though you're nervous, you have it. And Shimmy, isn't it? Shindy, sorry, has it as well. Confidence, and then the audience feels confident, because if you're nervous, the audience kind of identifies with you, and it's also a little bit nervous. So those things. Now, another interesting point that came across, you said, when you were talking, you said there are three kinds of poets. There's writers, and where is he? In Kapewa. So we're saying about with the, where's he gone? With the Rasta. He was saying he's a writer. Then someone else was saying they're a listener. And then yet another one said, I'm a performer. But if you can combine those aspects of your work in poetry, so you're going to be a writer, a listener to others, and a performer. And you're going to develop your voice. When I say voice, I don't mean just your speaking voice, which you will develop, but your point of view. You'll have confidence in your own opinion, your own views. So it's to develop and communication, because poetry is all about communication with the audience. So you need to look at the audience. So if you're like this, it does help if you know your poem without having to read it. I know that can be quite difficult. You're a performer, you're communicating, you're looking at your audience. I know you're nervous initially, especially if it's your first or second time. So be confident, know your words, and speak out to the audience and make eye contact, okay? And the challenge of writing poetry that's not in your mother tongue, which in a way you inferred when you were talking about the importance of your mother tongue. It's been a privilege. Thank you. I'm the old whitey here. And I'm a teacher.